If you like what you see, please subscribe. For those watching on YouTube, it helps the channel out a lot. If you want to donate, you can do that as well. Hit a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps the content, helps the channel out immensely here. That said, in part 7 of the 2024 Miami Hurricanes opponent preview series, I will preview the Louisville Cardinals, our opponent up in Louisville on October 19th off a bye week. Louisville is poised to build on their success from last season as they head into year 2 under Coach Jeff Brom. With returning players feeling more at ease in his system and new recruits adding even more talent, the Cardinals are looking strong and ready to make another run at the ACC Championship game. In year 2, the Cardinals offense will showcase Jeff Brom's style even more. This is partly thanks to quarterback Tyler Show's transfer to Louisville from Texas Tech. His strong arm will allow the Cardinals to throw downfield more and gain short yardage when needed. Chris Bell is expected to be a key target for Shaw, with Ja'Cory Brooks and Colin Lacey adding speed to the receiving corps. While Louisville may lack depth at wide receiver, they more than make up for it with a solid group of tight ends. With transfers and returning players like Nate Kurski and Jamari Johnson, the Cardinals have experience at that position. Brom is counting on Johnson to make a big impact this season, and that running back room has been greatly revamped when you add former Cane Don Chaney into the mix, bringing his size and strength to that team, which will be beneficial in pass protection. Now let's go over to the defensive side of the ball. They have a solid group of cornerbacks that could be a key strength for this team, despite some weaknesses to safety and along the D line. Defensive coordinator Ron English is particularly impressed with the talent in the cornerback room, calling it one of the best groups he's seen in a long time. And Stanquan Clark, and T.J. Quinn bring valuable experience to that team. Quinn, who was the team's leading tackler, and Clark, who showed promise as a freshman, will be very crucial pieces of English's defense. While the Cardinals may lack depth on the defensive line, the return of Ashton Gillott and the addition of Thor Griffin from the transfer portal are significant boosts. Gillott, who played multiple positions on the line last season, is now more comfortable and poised to make strides in his development this year. On special teams, despite facing challenges at times last season, Brock Travelstead brings stability to U of L's kicking game, and he impressed with a 57-yard field goal in the spring game. The speed of Lacey and running back Maurice Turner adds a dynamic edge to Louisville's special teams. Now, when I look at Louisville's schedule, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, and SMU are going to post a challenging series of games for them, followed by the matchups against the Canes, Clemson, and Kentucky. Now, Louisville might struggle in 3 of those 4 games and could even face an upset elsewhere. The key is consistency and how well Louisville can maintain it throughout the season. The question is which Louisville team shows up. Now I look at it from a Canes perspective. We go to Louisville off a bye week, and this is, I believe, the first of a 2-game stretch where after Florida, this is the toughest remaining road game I think we have. This is also, like I said, the first of 2 toughest games left on our schedule after Florida. FSU the following week at Hard Rock, who I'll talk about next. Now, when I look at that schedule, I'm going to go, they might take a step back this year. I'm going to go 8-4 as my prediction for Louisville in 2024. That's the way I'm looking at it. In part 8 of the 2024 Miami Hurricane opponent preview series, I will preview the Florida State Seminoles.